Hey guys, what's up? This is Mel, and well, doing a video here that's really not on schedule, but today's New Year's Eve. Well, when I post this, probably gonna be New Year's Day, so I just want to say Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome 2016, goodbye 2015, and I just wanted to say that for me, at least, midnight has passed. I know some people around the world may not have experienced it yet, or they have already gone halfway through the New Year's Day already, so just wanted to show my celebration in the fact that a year has ended and a new one has began. So I just wanted to do a little video to commemorate that, and I actually kind of pitched this idea to my brother, who has his own YouTube channel. Not going to say which one just yet, because he has a different style in his videos than I do. But I figured there's a chance he won't do the idea, so I thought I'd give it a try. And that was basically sharing New Year's resolutions with you guys. Now, one reason why I do these videos, or these audio videos, completely raw, I don't edit them or anything, it's one flowing stream of me just talking, so I do apologize if that's not your thing. But only time I edit is if I want to add something on screen for you to see. Otherwise, the audio, there's no tampering whatsoever, so I try to do it the best I can. And so what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so the reason why I do these audios is because, as you can see, I can sometimes forget what I had originally said or what I was going for. For some of the videos I recorded for my after show series, I sometimes would forget what I predicted in the first episode of one series, or forget that I had repeatedly been saying the same thing over and over again week after week, unless I actually watched the video. And it's always nice to come back months later to figure out what I had thought of that episode after originally, than opposed to what I feel about it now after so much time has passed. So it's always a great reminder in a sense, which is why I like doing these audios, and I liked watching other people's audios just to see. It's great to see that kind of recording and a bit of history for you to go back to. So essentially, that's what I want to do. I've already forgotten what my New Year's resolutions were last year. I tend not to follow them through, but I figured if I write them down this time, or if I put it in a recording and post it out there, at least I could always come back next year, see what I had said this time again, and see if I actually followed it or not. So, without further ado, let's get to my New Year's resolution. And if you guys want, you can share your own down in the comments below. Your top 3 or top 5 resolutions. If you have more, kudos for you. But I'm going to keep it short. Just keep it to top 5. Usually have the list going from my series, so why not continue that forward? So first one would have to be to complete a written story. Now, if you're a follower of my fan fiction writing at all, you can kind of see I have a tendency of writing a story, getting quite into it, and then suddenly just stopping, and then you suddenly see another story popping up for me. I have a bad habit of doing that. There's maybe only 1 or 2 that I've actually gotten from the beginning to the very end. And that's great and all, it's just sometimes I can't help that my head is more focused on one story, and then all of a sudden it just switches when a new idea pops up. I hate when that happens, yet I love it at the same time. And as readers of my work, I do apologize for that. So my New Year's resolution is the fact that I am going to complete a written story. Now, whether it's fan fiction work from any of the stuff I've already posted, if you haven't checked that out, a link for that is connected to my YouTube channel. Otherwise, I'll link to my profile down below as well. Check it out if you like. I usually dabble in crossover stuff, so just a heads up there. Or completing a story, I'd hope it would be original work for me. A lot of my time has been taken towards brainstorming a new original piece for myself. I'm jumping between 2 of them at the moment, so you'll see me working on one day and then another next year. I'm switching back and forth on my tablet. I have these like PowerPoint things. I know it's geeky to say it, but visually seeing it on a PowerPoint like that has actually helped me organize my thoughts when it comes to certain characters I want to develop. So I've been jumping back and forth between the 2 brainstorms there. So I'm hoping by this time next year, when we're saying goodbye to 2016, that I would have written one story, whether it's the first draft, it's final draft, whatever. I just want one story written, completed, done, and post it, hopefully, if it's fan fiction, or maybe going to revision and having something done about the original work. So that's first resolution. Sorry that took so long. So number 1, complete a story. Number 2, be more sociable. Now, I will admit, I am not a social butterfly, and I'll get right to it. This whole after show series that I started back in April of this year was actually a first step for me in being more sociable, or in a sense of being more open about my own thoughts and not being afraid of what I think or what my opinions are about certain things that you may not bring up to people you meet in real life. I can count the number of people on one hand that actually share the same television interests as I do, and they're not within my immediate family. I know that there's quite a few shows that I watch that I share with my brother, but outside of him, I maybe only have one other friend I actually see face to face that I could talk to about my shows and have them actually put in an understanding of the show, instead of someone just goes, yep, okay, is like the whole generic responses. That doesn't really help with fans like me or you out there when you want to talk about something you're so passionate about, or something you really enjoy, you want to share that enthusiasm with. So this after show series was kind of a way for me to step up and kind of embrace the fact that I want to talk about my interests like this. Even if there's no one talking back to me, getting the comments is enough of a start for me to actually get the conversation going. So with that being said, be more sociable in the fact of my opinions of what I'm passionate about, like TV shows, which is what I do with these after show audio things. So thank you for listening to them either way. It's definitely helping me, and then who knows, maybe sometime next year I can actually put my face with a video and build up the confidence. It's not a self-esteem issue for me. It's just that it's kind of a paranoia issue too. I have to grow out of it. But a lot of the times I'm recording, it's usually when I'm comfortable at night, when I have de-stressed from the whole day and I'm not like presentable, I guess you can say, like you would if you were going out and seeing someone. But if I were ever to have a guest on any of my shows, then I'll definitely have an actual video to go with it instead of just audio with whatever pictures I splash up. But it's, like I said, not self-esteem issue. It's just the fact that I want any viewer of mine to watch because they want to hear what I have to say, not because of how I look or because they just want to see this girl on screen. It's just like, that's not really why I'm doing these videos. So that's kind of the reason why I've stayed clear of putting my face in the videos for now, just so I can build up on people actually coming to watch what I have to say. Is pretty much what I'm saying, and I'm getting too long on this. I'm sorry. It's just, that's not what I'm gonna stop. Just be more sociable. That's one way. Another way is the fact that I get sociable with friends. Texting, I sometimes text. I don't text frequently with people. I'll maybe go in long conversations with them, and then it'll just die because, like, it's the end of the day, you want to go to bed, and then, like, it won't pick up the next day. I'm okay with that. I'm not the type of person who constantly texts someone and says, like, oh, you have to text me every day and stuff. It's like, no, I know people are busy. I know that I'm busy, and I don't expect people to text me. It's nice to get texts, for sure. It's nice to give texts, but I don't expect texts every day. So be more sociable is the fact that to hang out with people, I guess, more often than just texting. Going to work definitely helps with being more sociable. It definitely gets me moving in that right direction, for sure. So I'm just going to end the second resolution being more sociable. And I do apologize for the rambling. I actually only have the 5 points written, and then I'm elaborating however I choose. So third one is actually finding a job. And this has been so difficult because I am a graduate from university. I have a degree and everything. But the problem is, it's very hard to get a job without needing to get another degree stacked onto it. I've already spent, 4 to 6 years working on the one degree I've had. I already spent that much time figuring out what I wanted to do, changing it later, and figuring out what else I wanted to do, and vice versa, and then figuring out that, okay, what I studied for isn't exactly what I want to do professionally. So it's very hard to just find a job that would just help me expand the work experience. I know many other graduates could say the same thing, but I've had seasonal jobs for sure. I've had volunteer jobs. So I guess my goal this year would actually find a job and then actually being able to stick with it instead of just having like a few month contract with them. So it'll definitely be a big feat if I can actually land that job, because a lot of people they're very specific in what they want, and they usually want you to have all this experience, but then how do you get that experience if they don't give you the chance to build on it? I mean, it's like the chicken and the egg type thing. It's like they ask for this whole list of experience, but you can't get that experience until you get the job that allows you to build that experience, right? So it's like, how am I supposed to get the stuff you want me to get without giving me the opportunity to build on it? And sometimes they don't even, and if you have those experiences just from like everyday stuff that you do in your own time, sometimes jobs don't really count that unless you've had official work experience from it. So that's just an issue in itself, but I won't go into it, but I figured I might as well mention it since I'm not the only graduate who is struggling with finding a job right out of school. So there's that. So that was the third one. Fourth one, it's not really a biggie, but it's to eat healthier. I know I should, but it's hard to do so. It's so easy just to have a snack here, a snack there. Sometimes it's healthy, sometimes it's not. So hopefully I'll definitely make more of an effort, especially when you have those annual doctor's appointments. Now they're every 2 years, the older you get. But when they ask you all those questions of, do you exercise, do you eat healthy, do you smoke, do you drink alcohol, any of that, and anytime I want to answer in the negative, I kind of feel bad that I have to, and I'm kind of tempted to lie, but I know you should not lie to your doctor. So I'm just going to try to either eat healthier or to be more health conscious, I should say. Not really a major one I want to work on, but it's definitely top 5, but not top 3, if you know what I mean. And fifth one, I couldn't really think of one that wasn't too personal, but I figured it'll tag on to number 1, which is to complete a second story, whether that's fan fiction or whether that's original work. I want to complete a second story, or at least have one underway instead of just scraps and dribbles about some brainstorming stuff. So that's pretty much my 5 New Year's resolutions. So yeah, let me know if you share the same for yourself, or if you have your own 5. Just let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear about it for sure. It's definitely easier to have friends aware of your resolutions, because then I've come to realize that they can help you achieve them just by being helpful reminders and stuff, and cheering you forward for sure. So that's one way or one reason why you should share it, whatever goals you have with people, because they can help you achieve them for sure. Okay, so to end it off, what am I looking forward to in 2016? I wanted to say 2006, but it's 2016. So what am I looking forward to? Don't really want to get anything too personal. Not quite up there yet. Do paranoia like I told you before. But I'm getting there. Don't worry. But so I'll keep it very generic. And basically what my channel is all about is television shows. What am I looking forward to in 2016? The Return of Supernatural. We come back with episode 11/10 on January 20th, I believe. And then we have Arrow on the same day coming back with episode 410. We have The Flash coming back the day before that with episode 210. And then that same week we have Legends of Tomorrow premiering with 101 on Thursday of that week, as well as D-100 returning with 301 that same day. And then the next week after that, we have The Vampire Diaries and the Originals returning with episode 710 and 310, respectively. So that's all the CW shows returning that I'm looking forward to. Then there's The Walking Dead that's returning in February. There's Bitten that's premiering in February, and apparently season 3 is the final season. I don't even know what to say about that. I'm definitely going to do a video about Bitten, so if you're a fan of that, watch out for that. Orphan Black is returning in April, so I did that. a series for that for season 3, so I'm definitely coming back for season 4 to do that after show bit with you. So if you're a fan of that, check it out. Once Upon a Time comes back in March with the second half of season 5. I don't do a video for that, but I am a fan and I do watch other videos about it. And with the way it ended with Emma and Hook, oh my god, I can't. March, it just seems so far away. Okay, and then we have the return of Blind Spot also happening in March. It's the brand new series about the Jane Doe with all the tattoos on her body. If you haven't watched it, check it out. It's pretty cool. And then we also have Limitless, who's based off the movie that had Bradley Cooper in it. That's coming back as well in a few weeks, actually. As well as Supergirl coming back, and then we have NCIS Los Angeles coming back, and then we have Scorpion coming back. It's definitely a lot of TV shows. If you haven't gathered yet, I watch a lot of TV, and that might seem like a really bad thing, but TV is a wonderful way to connect people, for sure. You don't know how many people I've met through different forums that have the same TV show interests as me, or have quite a few along the same basis as me, because does anyone else ever find it hard to meet someone in your real life who actually watches the same shows as you? I mean, even at work, when I started talking about this with this one girl, and I mentioned the show, she immediately recognized the show, and that surprised me because I was not expecting anyone to recognize the show. And it was Supernatural. So I was completely surprised that she recognized it, and she actually wanted to talk about it with me. Or in some of the other shows I told her about, she actually knew what they were and was actually watching them as well. So to find that in real life is always surprising to me. Even the other day for Christmas, my cousin was actually talking Supernatural and The Flash with me, and I wasn't expecting that at all. I know with The Flash, yeah, but Supernatural, it still surprises me that I can actually talk to people face to face about television when usually it's behind TVs or behind a computer screen. So there's that. And I'm coming on 17 minutes. I was not expecting that. Seriously, my plan was just to make a video 5 minutes long stating my 5 New Year's resolutions, and that was it. Clearly, I ramble a lot, and I do apologize for that, but I'm clearly, truly thankful if you're watching up to this point. It means so much to me, and you have no idea. It's just, thank you. I hope to make my channel better. Hopefully, you'll grow with me, and that you'll be here for my journey. But yeah, so bringing in the new year. Don't know if I'm posting it before this video or after. Probably after this video. I'm going to be covering the Comic-Con panel for the show The 100. I know it's like 6 months behind, but with the new season starting in 3 weeks, I figured now would be the best, especially when the trailer for it just was released 2 weeks ago. So definitely take a look at that. Have a slight surprise in there somewhere. If you catch it, kudos to you, but if not, hey, I don't blame you. Each of us has our own interests. If you happen to share a few of mine, then check out any of the other videos I've posted. I know it's a lot, but I've tried to organize as best I can. If you're not really into the audio thoughts and stuff like that, you can definitely check out my Tumblr. I have a lot of the TV show stuff sorted and organized over there, so if you're looking for a specific thing, then pretty sure I might have it. I don't cover every single show, but I definitely cover all the ones I talk about on my YouTube channel. There's also the option on my LiveJournal account if you want to go check that out. It's more specifically towards some fan fiction stuff, and then Supernatural, Vampire Diaries, and the originals. That's more on my LiveJournal stuff. I mentioned earlier, if you're into fan fiction, then definitely check out my fan fiction profile. I haven't posted anything recently, but a lot of my stuff is still there. It's usually crossover stuff, so if you're interested in how certain shows are crossed, I have written about Supernatural and Arrow, Supernatural and Vampire Diaries, Supernatural and Twilight, which was a long time ago. What else? Supernatural and the 100, Supernatural and Life with Derek. Many don't think that might be a workable crossover, but I try to make it work and seem as believable as possible, which is usually my main goal with crossovers. I try to make it seem as if the two worlds can actually mesh together and not seem so out of there, if you know what I mean. So before I come to 20 minutes, I'm going to end it right there. So this is Mel, wishing you all a happy new year. I hope you check out all my other videos and any future videos to come. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, check out my other stuff, and to stay tuned to more things to come. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it. And this is Mel, wishing you all a happy new year. Wherever you are, be safe wherever you are. And I'll be back soon, actually. So take care for now. Bye.